Yesterday, the world watched in horror as Charlie Kirk was assassinated for simply using his voice. In times like this, where fear and grief threaten to consume us, John 14 lets us know that Jesus is in charge. Jesus says, "Let not your heart be troubled. There is a way, there is a truth, and there is a life." And we can rest in that, even when everything else around us in the world shakes. When violence like the assassination of Charlie Kirk erupts in our midst, it's easy for good people to feel lost, afraid, or even angry. But Jesus says, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust in me." So what does that mean for us when injustice like this strikes so personally, so publicly? Well, for the disciples in John 14, they had reason to be troubled. Jesus had just told them that one of them was a traitor and that the rest of them were going to deny him, and also that he was going to leave them that same night. All of this would legitimately trouble the disciples, but Jesus told them, "Let not your heart be troubled." Jesus never wanted us to have a life without trouble, but he promised that we could have an untroubled heart even in a troubled life. This was in some sense a command from him. The Greek of "don't let your heart be troubled" was me terrasesto, to cause one inward commotion or to take away calmness of the mind. So, set your heart at ease would be a good translation. His disciples felt his departure like a torture, and it was then that he consoled them with such simple and glorious speech that all Christendom was the debtor to their agony. Instead of giving in to a troubled heart, Jesus said, "Put all your faith and trust in God and in Jesus." And at the time, this was a radical thing to say, to trust in me, Jesus, a man, as the same as you trust in God the Father himself. But it was also a radical promise that doing so would bring comfort and peace, especially to a troubled heart. Jesus said, "In my Father's house are many mansions." Jesus spoke with complete confidence about heaven, and just here spoken of as his Father's house. Jesus didn't wonder about life beyond this earth. He knew it, and he told his disciples there's room for all in heaven. He said, "I go to prepare a place for you." You see, love prepares a welcome. With love, expectant parents prepare a room for the baby. And Jesus prepares a place for his people because he loves them and is confident in their arrival. As I was reading this today, I was like, this is such a good word for today following the aftermath of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We need to hear this. Do not have a troubled heart. Trust in God that he has a plan even in the midst of all this craziness.